الحمد لله وبه نستعين والصلاة والسلام على نبيه الكريم محمد رسول الله. أحبة في الله مسلمين الكرام, Assalamu alaikum. Allah. Today we have what we call the topic of today is going to be deception. If we avoid or keep far of deception. Deception means makr. The makr that we call deception or craftiness. You should not be deceived. Deception is not good for a Muslim. You should not be craft. Craftiness is not good for fervent believers. I want you to note one thing. Anything you do in this world, it is going to be as what? That the base of the judgment, the day of resurrection, of the day of Qiyam. What you do, that lies your investigation. Don't ever deceive. Don't ever be a deceit. A good number of people, as I'm saying, they used to be deceit. They used to be craft. But craftiness is not good. If you want your work not to be Alhamdulillah wa bihi nasta'in wassalatu wassalamu ala nabiyyihi al-karim Muhammad Rasulullah. Ahibata fillah muslimin al-kiram, Assalamu alaikum. Allah. Today we have what we call the topic of today is going to be deception. If we avoid or keep far of deception. Deception means makr. The makr that we call deception or craftiness. You should not be deceived. Deception is not good for a Muslim. You should not be craft. Craftiness is not good for fervent believers. I want you to note one thing. Anything you do in this world, it is going to be as what? That the base of the judgment, the day of resurrection, of the day of Qiyam. What you do, that lies your investigation. Don't ever deceive. Don't ever be a deceit. A good number of people, as I'm saying, they used to be deceit. They used to be craft. But craftiness is not good. If you want your work not to be rich at the point that you wish it to reach, if you want your prayers, your supplication to be disconnected between you and your Creator, be a deceit. Craftiness is not good. Let us take the narration of our beloved Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu, that the Prophet of Allah, the Quraysh people decided to gang against Prophet Muhammad and to be craft against Prophet Muhammad. But the end did not justify the means. At the end, those that made the plot fell in it. You should never challenge the authority of Allah. Now Allah says in the Holy Quran, وَإِذْ يَمْكُرُ بِكَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لِيَثْبِتُوكَ أو لِيَقْتُلُوكَ أو يَخْرُجُوكَ. Will you remember, O Prophet Muhammad, the time the disbeliever, that the Quraysh people, the disbelievers, plotted against you to kill you, to restrain you, and to evict you from your hometown. Subhanallah. وَيَمْكُرُونَ, they plan. وَيَمْكُرُ اللَّهُ, Allah planned again. While they were planning, the same time Allah is planning. وَيَمْكُرُونَ وَيَمْكُرُ اللَّهُ وَاللَّهُ خَيْرُ مَاكِرِينَ. At the end, Allah remained to be the best planner. Because at the end, they fell in the trap. When Prophet Muhammad ﷺ came with this we call the mission, that is the religion of Islam, they thought it to be a challenge to them. They chose Prophet Muhammad to be an enemy for them. Some of them, they are uncles. In fact, some of them, they are the relative of our beloved Prophet Muhammad. But because of deception, because of denial and pomposity, they did not think about that. That to say, the son of my brother is my son. They do not think of that at all. Instead, they plotted against Prophet Muhammad to kill him, to restrain him, and to evict him from his hometown. وَيَمْكُرُونَ وَيَمْكُرُ اللَّهُ. The time they were planning, it is the same time Allah was planning. So they plan, Allah plans. Wallahu khairu makirin. Allah remained to be the best planner. The Quraysh decided to diminish our beloved Prophet, to finish him, to finish Prophet Muhammad, and to bring Islam into completion. I mean here, to finish Islam to be thing of the past. They held a meeting. They decided to agree at a point to say, let every tribe give a representative. And the representative is going to be physically fit, so that to destroy the life of our beloved Prophet. When the night falls, they surrounded the home or the house of our beloved Prophet. That time Prophet was sleeping. Immediately Allah sent Angel Jibril to notify Prophet Muhammad that to say, this is the situation. Your enemies are now gang against you. They have plotted against you. They are ready to kill you. So now, what will you do? Rasul alayhi salam says, I don't have anything to do except Allah. I don't have any knowledge, but Allah is the all-knower. And I hope and believe that Allah is going to protect me from the evil of these enemies. There, Sayyidina Jibril took him away. Some narration says, Dear Prophet ﷺ said, وَجَعَلْنَا مِنْ بَيْنِ أَيْدِهِمْ سَدًّا وَمِنْ خَلْفِهِمْ سَدًّا فَأَغْشَيْنَاهُمْ فَهُمْ لَا يُبْصِرُونَ. Allah put them into deep sleep while Prophet ﷺ was moving away. And that time Prophet ﷺ invited Ali to get on his bed, lying there as if Ali is the Prophet. That is the trick done by our beloved Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. This all tells you that you cannot stop the wish of Allah. You can do all to hinder the progress of individual, but you cannot achieve the destiny. Destiny is done by Allah. Yeah. And Prophet ﷺ moved away and he seek a refuge to a cave. At the end, where they noticed that the person that lies on the bed of Sayyidina Muhammad ﷺ, he is not prophet, they decided to go in search of him. By that time, Prophet ﷺ was in there in the cave. And he stood up the cave, and immediately Allah decided to cover Prophet ﷺ by the web of the spider. Do you see the greatness of Allah? Allah decided to do his best to protect Allah, to protect Muhammad ﷺ. At that time, they were not convinced at all when they saw the web, and they said that Prophet Muhammad ﷺ is not in there because of the distraction of the web. Do you see? These all are doings of our beloved Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the spider convinced them with its webs. So they totally believed that Prophet is not in the cave. Yeah. So they went away. So let us be frank. If Allah said that yes, who can say no? Who can say no? So at the end, they lost all the effort done by them. The evil plan they had for our beloved Prophet vanished without no result. So this is the tips of the iceberg for you that is hearing this, that to say you should remain calm. Whatever you hate the will of Allah, it will occur without your permission. Don't hate your companion because of the development. The development does not come by him, but through him from Allah. Do you see? So they protect Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. At the end, they missed the target. Ahibati fillah. Now Allah says, فَلَمَّا نَسُوا مَا ذُكِرُوا بِهِ فَتَحْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ أَبْوَابَ كُلِّ شَيْءٍ. When the people that we call disbeliever, that forgotten about Allah, Allah opened doors of good for them, helter skelter, because they've already forgot about Allah. They don't want to know about him again. And automatically Allah notice that these people are not thinking of me. Dear Allah, open all those are all doors of good to them. So the enjoyment came. They were enjoying, rejoicing, happy. Happiness came. Do you see? Happiness came. So in this way, they do not know that all what they are doing for now, it is their detriment. Allahu Akbar. Ahibatifillah. You have to pay attention to the wish and the will of Allah. If you do, you will be thoroughly guided or protected by Allah. Hatta ida farrihu bima ataw. That time they were rejoicing from the good that is coming helter skelter. All the four cardinal points of the world, good are coming to them. They were enjoying. Yes. So at the end, hatta akhadnahum baghatata. Allah unexpectedly get hold of them. Subhanallah. فَإِذَا هُمْ مُبْلِسُونَ. At the end, look them lying on the ground. They were totally being destroyed. So the best thing as a Muslim you can do, don't go against the will of Allah. If you go against the will of Allah, your mission will not complete. You will not accomplish your mission at all. Because the wish and the will of Allah always stand. So, therefore, I'm talking to you to refrain from this ridiculous act. Don't ever be a deceit. Craftiness is not good for a Muslim. Make sure that you take the behavior of being a Muslim and as a Muslim. Because today, you are in this world. You can't tell about tomorrow. Yeah? Then, another narration again. وَمَكَّرُوا مَكْرًا وَمَكَّرْنَا مَكْرًا. That وَمَكَّرُوا مَكْرًا وَمَكَّرْنَا مَكْرًا. Let us take this again. When Sayyidina Saleh, he was a nice and determined prophet. Yes. He was good for them. But they plotted against Sayyidina Salih alayhi salam. First, they requested from Sayyidina Salih that, Salih, we are in need of water. We want your Lord, your God, to give us water. If you do, we will accept your religion. This was the concrete agreement between Saleh and his people. Salih said, if Allah does this, are you going to accept the religion? They said yes. Unanimously. Yes, when Allah done that, at the end, no good result. They were the people that seated whilst Allah is creating the camel from the rock. Subhanallah. Yes, Allah created the camel from the rock. They were seeing. At the end, they plotted still against Sayyidina Salih alayhi salam. That to say they are going to efface or diminish Prophet Salih alayhi salam. وَمَكَّرُوا مَكْرًا. Yes. They planned a plan. وَمَكَّرْنَا مَكْرًا. And Allah again made a plan. Do you see? وَهُمْ لَا يَشْعُرُونَ. They did not aware at all that to say Allah's plan is the greatest, is the biggest. They did not know until they killed the camel. They were thinking that when they killed the camel, they have already succeeded because Sayyidina Salih is going to flee. And exact. When Sayyidina Salih heard that the camel was being killed, he noticed his people that to say, let us vacate. Let us go. When they had the information that Sayyidina Salih is preparing his people to leave the town, so we are so happy. La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. فَانْظُرْ كَيْفَ كَانَ عَاقِبَةُ مَكْرِهِمْ. Go and see the end of their bad plots. Go and see today. Where are them? أَنَّا دَمَرْنَاهُمْ وَقَوْمَهُمْ أَجْمَعِينَ. I have destroyed them and their people together. Today nowhere to be seen. So this goes to you again. If you decided to be antagonistic to the wish and or the will of Allah, you will not accomplish your mission. Yeah? Ahibatifillah. Now, Qais bin Sa'd رضي الله عنه قال لولا عني سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال المكر والخديعة في النار لكنت أمكر الناس. This were the sayings of Qais. Qais says, if not Prophet said that deception and guile mean dishonesty, proud, pomposity. If I did not hear from Prophet ﷺ said that al-makru wal-khadiyya fi nar lakuntu amkaru nas. He said, if I did not hear from Prophet says that the makr, that is the deception, al-khadiyya, and also the guile, which is known as dishonesty. I heard that Prophet says these two category of people, they are going to enter hellfire, and there they are going to remain forever and ever. La ilaha illallah. Qais said that if I did not hear this from Prophet, I will be amongst those that are guile, those that deceive people. He said, but I will not be among them, and I will never and ever be with them forever. Because the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, whenever you as a Muslim, you decide to take yourself to be among the deceit people, the guile people, prepare for your hellfire. You are going to enter the hellfire. Definitely, the hellfire is yours. So I'm asking you, brothers and sisters, to pay attention to this. All the craftiness, no, it's not going to take you anywhere. Yes, don't have tricks to the will of Allah. You will not succeed. What Allah cannot do does not exist. I want you to note this. If anything you see in the world, let it remain to be as the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I'm asking you quietly for you to take this piece of advice, that to say deception, yes, craftiness, deceit, don't ever be party to these terminologies, because you will not succeed. If you decided to be bad, to plan bad, to wish bad to your colleagues, you will not succeed. So here I'm going to stop for today. That to say, today's topic is what we call deception. Don't ever allow yourself to be deceived. I leave you here in the hands of Allah. I say, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.